This is Dr. Ivan Rusilko. I have the distinct pleasure of answering questions for Julie from A Tale of Many Book Reviews. Thank you again for such a heartfelt review. I loved it. It made my day, and you still make my day every time I see it. So hope you enjoy the answers, and let's get started.
Okay, how do you feel about putting yourself and intimate moments of your life out there for the world to read?
Okay. Putting my intimate self out there is kind of a unique situation to have, and have people interested is even more unique. So thus far, it's been quite well. It's been received very well. For me, I was nervous at first, but I fully embrace it now because I'm comfortable with everything I've done, and you know, it is what it is. So hopefully, it is good.
Okay. Are you concerned that women, or anyone really, may blur the lines of reality and fiction? For example, using TWD as a how-to manual to date Ivan.
A how-to manual to date Ivan. God, I hope so. Blurring the lines of reality. I don't know, maybe. Hopefully. I mean, the whole book, the concept is love. It's not so much as in other books where, you know, degradation of women or the bad guy complex or any of that. And TWD1 has been more about a celebration of love and a celebration of what men do for women and women do for men. So hopefully, regardless if it isn't Ivan, I hope it is. But if it isn't, still, I just hope people take away, you know, that love is beautiful. You know, that's the main concept of the book thus far.
What did you learn about yourself while writing TWD?
Oh, what did I learn about myself when it came to writing TWD? I learned that I love to write. Honestly, I hated English class. I hated anything. I still don't know what prepositions are and adjectives. I don't even know what, honestly, I have no clue what those are. But I love to write. It's become an addiction. Thankfully, it's a good one. One that I hope to harbor and transform into many different things. So TWD is just the beginning, I hope, for myself.
One of my favorite quotes is from Tasha. I wonder what he does for a living, Tasha mused, still intrigued by the group of people sitting at the front of the tent. He must be an athlete or something, because guys who look like that don't rely on their intelligence, if you know what I mean.
It's an interesting quote, I must say. It's about assumptions. Again, it's one of the big things in life, assumptions, and they can be a bitch. So that's one thing I've learned personally, and I've had the unfortunate situation of making assumptions myself, which I've learned from. So that's kind of one of the big things that's hampered my career, but at the same time it's also helped my career flourish. So that's kind of an assumptions is, and assumption does type aspect of it.
I read where parts of the story were written through emails while you were working nights in the ER. That's a bona fide doctor. So you blow Tasha's statement right out of the water. Have you noticed your looks modeling Mr. USA getting in the way of your prior academic life, or people underestimating you? I'm guessing it actually helps in the type of work you do now.
Oh yeah, actually right now that definitely helps. When I first started out, when I really didn't do anything in entertainment, it was kind of a hampering because, you know, the whole long hair and hearing was kind of like, you know, seriously grow up. I think my dad said that more than once. But on top of that, once, like I always say, on a table full of carrots, I'm going to be the apple. And thankfully, so far, I am an apple. Hopefully, I stay that way. Those books kind of making it happen. But my looks, and not my looks, I'm saying like the appearance that I try to present myself every day helps with my career, because again, you don't want to take weight loss advice from a fat doctor. So, you know, practice what you preach. So far, it's going well. And see where it goes.
Someone on Facebook commented after reading your bio that you seem like the whole package. And in the book, you come across as pretty much perfect from the female perspective. Granted, this is written with you as the lead character and from your POV at times, but you're human, you have to have flaws. Can you share at least one so women don't start critiquing men too harshly after this book?
I do have an addictive personality. That is one of my big ones. Granted, most of my addictions are good ones: exercise, nutrition, writing now. But I do take things to an extreme. If I like something, I try to go hardcore, all in, nonstop. That can be good at times, but too much of a good thing is inevitably a bad thing. So with myself, I definitely go, I guess, balls to the walls, if you will, on things which people who aren't who don't have that mentality, who like to take life kind of slow and just relax, I guess that can be kind of annoying and overbearing, I guess you could say. So that's definitely one of the qualities I see in myself. I'd like to change, but right now I'd like to not change it because it's going okay. I'm trying to parlay a lot of things, so that's one of the big things I'd like to change about myself, I guess I could.
Do you think your exes would see you the same way you see yourself in this book?
They'd have to read the book first, which I'm from understand a couple of them are and have. But at certain times, yeah. Again, the acknowledgement in the book is my favorite part of the book, and I meant every word of it, and I still do. And whether they see me as it was, is, could have been, maybe have been, whatever, I'd like to hope so, because no matter what fight we got into, what amazing situation we had, you know, we had shared some special moments, so hopefully they still hold some of those dear, I could say.
I admit I didn't see how the heart suit scene would play out until Jaden did too. Oh, I adored the heart at the end of the scene. LOL. Did that actually happen?
Yes, I do love to make an ass of myself in the correct situations, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it was a heart, maybe it was some other costume, or maybe it was nothing at all, but it was definitely something that situation was modeled after. I still get harassed occasionally by the person who was greeted with said situation, but it was fun. I enjoy it, and that's the big thing about relationships. The second you get past that little valley, that little mountain, whatever it is, to where you can laugh at the stupid little things, that's when it becomes very special.
You said that luck favors the prepared. How have you prepared for the various things in your life that you consider lucky?
Take it as it comes, and as long as you can, you know, use a silver tongue at times, it works very well. Preparation is definitely a big thing. I try to be prepared in certain situations for certain things. If I'm going to an event with fashion, I definitely want to make sure that if anything comes up fashion-wise, I can at least give 3 sentences where it makes it look like I'm talking about. So that's kind of how I prepare myself for anything. Thus far in my career, it's worked very well, especially with wine. I was never a big wine drinker. I was more of a beer shots guy, and then once you start doing high-end events, wine becomes pivotal. So that's where I prepare myself with learning about wine, which turned into, you know, hooking up with Molly Duker, the best winery in the world, and that's what basically sprung up forth with the Winemaker's Dinner. So luck does favor the prepared.
In previous interviews, you've said that you have many interests such as photography, music, modeling, politics, medical career, and now writing. How do you find time to, 1, be good at all of these, and 2, find time to date?
Oh, 2 good questions. To be good at all of them, I don't think I am. I like to try to be good at all of them, is what I like to say. That's for you to decide if I'm good at any of them. So hopefully writing is what this is about, and that's good, because it's one of my huge passions right now. When it comes to dating, that is a tough thing. That is probably why this 28-year-old still is single, because he's doing way too much stuff and he's not concentrating on the important things in life, I guess you could say. But I'm having a very good time doing it, so we'll see where it goes, and hopefully it leads somewhere, you know, very beautiful, and to someone.
What does a normal day look like for you in general?
I can't answer that question honestly, because it changed every day. Whether it's medicine, whether it's writing, whether it's photography, whether it's doing events, hosting events, creating products, it changes literally hourly. And that's another big thing I have to work on, is concentration, because I'm trying to do 5,000 things. I have 20 balls in the air, and I'm juggling so far with 2 hands. A day in my typical life starts with this, and that's all that matters. From the balcony, puts a smile on my face.
Someone on Twitter said that you should be on Grey's Anatomy. What do you think?
Grey's Anatomy. I remember watching the show when it first came out and being like, is that what medicine really is? Thankfully it's not, although it would be fun. There'd be a lot of dead people, and a lot of doctors losing their licenses. But Grey's Anatomy would be fun, I'm not going to lie. Acting is something down the road, so we shall see what happens.
If you could make one wish for yourself and know that it would come true, what would you wish?
Oh, wow. Really? You want to ask that one? One wish, if I could wish one thing. Peace of mind. That's one thing everybody works for, whether it's peace of mind with financials, peace of mind with family, peace of mind with friends, or peace of mind with love. If I can get peace of mind anywhere, in any of those categories, I will be a happy man and much closer to my end-all goal, which is peace of mind in life. So hopefully that's on the way.
If there's one thing you would like readers to walk away with after reading TWD, what would it be?
An appreciation for living, I guess you could say, is what I would like, because the stupid things in life are what make life life, honestly. So that's what TWD is. It's a bunch of stupid little things that I've collected throughout my life with beautiful people, rolled into hopefully a beautiful story. There are 2 more books, so hopefully it'll be fun. But really, don't take any day for granted, and don't take any situation for granted. So that's kind of what I want people to realize with the whole series, the feast, if you will.
Okay. Ivan has said the story arc is fiction. How did the arc come about?
The arc is fiction, comprised of a numerous amount of true stories, so it's kind of unique. I guess it's kind of where I like to see my life end up going. I guess you could say, we're still like, I'm still in that middle phase of TWD right now, finding, hopefully Sarasota, that night comes up sometime soon. So that's kind of where I would like to see the progression finally go with that special someone I can find.
What was the most difficult part about writing this book for you?
Having to go to sleep. That was probably the worst thing, because once you get into a story like that, it's a great situation. You're remembering what you're writing about, depending on which scene, of course. You definitely get consumed with it. And there's many parts of the book where I was consumed. I didn't want to stop writing, yet I have patience, early in the morning some days, and I'd be writing till 4 in the morning. So it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, you have to know your boundaries, really concentrate on what you're writing that one part. Don't try to write 16 chapters ahead, but plan for 16 chapters ahead. And that was kind of the tough thing for me. Writing the scenes in the book were easy overall, because it's writing from experiences. So that was the beautiful part of it.
What was the most fun or interesting?
The most fun or interesting thing of writing the book, again, remembering every scene for what it was at the time, and kind of making myself blush, if you will. A good memory will definitely cause your face to turn red here and there.
What did you and Everly learn about each other while working on TWD?
Well, one thing was patience, because what it would be is, I'm very go-to it, so I'd write like 3 things and expect like she'd get it back, and then she'd write me 3 things and I'd be busy for a day. So like I had to learn patience, she had to learn patience with each other. It was a good way to really learn how to work with somebody who you've never met, you know what I mean? So it was kind of a very, very weird situation that turned out to be great, so it was fantastic.
Excuse me. You both say you're very shy, yet here you are, front and center, as the creators of an erotic romance novel based on some very personal experiences of one of you. How in the world can 2 people this shy pull this off?
Let me rephrase, I'm shy. When it comes to doing anything except dating and or women, I am the most outgoing person you ever meet. I can host a crowd of thousands, talk to anybody about anything, promote myself in a book where it's all about me having sex, talk to my mother about it. When it comes to me walking across that bar, making the situation like, hi, how are you? My name is Ivan. What is your name? It's terrifying for me. So writing, I guess it's the nameless face. Anybody can write an email, but actually telling somebody something face to face, it's a whole other story. So I guess I'm very shy in love, but everything else I'm not shy one bit.
What is your favorite scene in the book? No spoilers.
No spoilers. Like I said, the acknowledgement. That's my favorite part of the book. The favorite scene? The favorite scene, and one of the most memorable, that put a smile on my face every time I read it, would have to be the cabin. For many reasons. Personal, love, memories, feelings, touch, all that fun stuff comes out in that chapter, and it's very meaningful as to what happens. That's kind of a pivotal point in the book. So the cabin scene for sure. Hallelujah, if you will.
Okay, this book has a very sweet romance at its heart. Ivan comes across the whole package romantically. Many women who read romance have commented that real men aren't like this in real life. But this is based on his real life minus Miss Jaden. Do you think men in general don't have a sense of romance? Women want it, or they wouldn't be reading and swooning over romance books like TWD. Reading about a real-life romance hero changes things a bit.
True, and unfortunately from what I've seen, both personally with friends, on TV, and in society in general, romance is kind of a dying breed. It's more of wham bam thank you ma'am, internet dating, here it is. It's more of a process. You see those little fabulous books, so it's a process. Page 4 you have to find your date, or was it page 3, then page 7 you got to go have sex and all that kind of stuff. It's becoming more monotonous and structured. Thankfully, I came from an old soul myself with my father, so he's a romantic soul at heart. So I think I picked up that gene. So I love to interact and put a smile on a girl's face. As one of my favorite quotes in the book is, I'm sure when you do read it, it's an RSVP. So that's you have to read the RSVP version of it, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you read that quote.
Okay, these are quick questions. You ready? Turn-ons.
Physique, athleticism, and humor.
Okay, turn-offs.
Smoking.
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures. Watching a dirty movie with my girl. Yes.
Oh.
As my publicist kind of just lets me in shot. Go on.
What can you tell us about the next installment to the TWD series?
Love is progression, both sexually, physically, mentally, and socially. So every peak has a valley, and every storm cloud has a silver lining. So it's a beautiful, beautiful book. TWD2 was honestly one that was much harder to write than TWD. So that's all I can give away.
You mean Appetizers was easier than Entrees?
Entrees was much harder to write than Appetizers.
Okay. All right, this is word association.
Word association.
Ready?
Yes.
Jaden.
Beautiful.
Sensitive.
Man. Look at you.
Decisions.
Hard.
Balcony.
Fun.
Women.
Beautiful.
Family.
The best.
Sex.
Awesome.
Exercise.
Required.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. Well, thank you so much, Julie. Absolutely love it. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, thank you for the review. I hope all of your readers enjoyed, and I definitely look forward to sharing some entrees with you very soon.